sure like to have some fresh produce at my fingertips.
But I don't want to garden. I don't have a place for it. I don't have time. I think it's going to be expensive.
There is a way that you can grow some things that won't cost you very much. You can grow at any time of year, and it's really inexpensive. So, come on inside. I'll show you what I mean. This is Lena Shea and Iowa Mom, and I was going to show you how you can make an indoor herb garden very easily. And when you consider how much it costs to buy fresh herbs, this is really a good thing, and it's kind of fun just to pick your own right off of your windowsill. Not all herbs like each other, and they just don't get along, so we have to give them their separate little planters. And I found some plastic pots. These were under $1. Whenever you're planting something in a pot, make sure you use potting soil and not the stuff that's outdoors, because it's going to compact, get real hard, and it'll turn to almost like a brick, you know, and you don't want that. I do water this before I start to plant. That way the soil's ready to receive the water when we're done. We'll look on the back here and see. It says here to plant them 1/4 inch deep. I use the end of the pencil so I know about how far down that I'm going to poke holes. So I'm going to be poking about every inch. I'm just pressing that in. I'm going to put my pencil right where it starts, and then I'm going around and putting them in each of those holes. If you accidentally get an extra seed in there, it's not a big deal. When they start coming up, you can just clip those off. Once I have all those little seeds in there, so I'm just going to pinch that soil in to cover those seeds. And then I just go through and just kind of tap it down with my fingers. You don't want to have there be any air pockets.
On the back of some packets, you'll see that they need to be planted far apart and that they grow very tall. But in the case of pots, we can put them close together and they will be miniaturized, kind of like a bonsai plant. Like dill, for example, grows very tall, but we're going to put ours together and it'll come up bushy and still give you lots of flavor.
And when we're all done, we're going to give it a little drink. Very cautiously. You can cut the bottom of your celery stalk off, stick it in water, and it grows. And you can see where it is growing up here. And these little celery greens are great for flavoring your food. And this is a clove of garlic, and it's already got some sprouts on it. I'm just letting it soak in the water. Okay, my garlic has been sprouting very nicely, and I've got this nice pot here. I put some potting dirt in and kind of dig up a middle here. And then I'm going to place the garlic in that dirt. I'm pressing down so that I can feel that it's firmly in place. I don't want the roots having air pockets around them. And now I'm going to start putting that soil. That garlic bulb is covered. We're going to water that. I want to do the same thing with my celery, but I'm not seeing any real rooting here. So I'm going to just let that grow a while. I have planted some onions that were sprouting in the cabinet. These can be used as green onions for your seasoning. You can just break it off, or you can take scissors and just kind of give it a little haircut. I always wash it before I chop them up. Every week you should check your pots. If it's still moist, don't water them. Wait until the surface gets a little dry. Of course, you don't want to wait until it dries out completely and everything dies, but if they're saturated all the time, then you'll get root rot and they will die. So overwatering is bad, underwatering is bad. So look for the surface to be dry before you water them. This is Lena Shea, an Iowa Mom. Thanks for watching.